Many of the Mefarshim point out that when a person gets saras, as opposed to going to a doctor, they go right to a kohen, indicative of the fact that it's a spiritual plague and not just a medical one. And although Chazal enumerate numerous potential averos which will lead to saras, the one that's most famous, the one that we're all aware of, is Lashon Hara. And I was wondering, what's so bad about Lashon Hara? It's true. That's what makes it Lashon Hara, otherwise it'd be Rechilas. What's wrong with Lashon Hara? You're just sharing the truth. And I think the answer is, as much as we value truth, and we do, it has to be synthesized with positivity. It has to be synthesized with optimism. It has to be intertwined with looking for something better from people. And the best proof that the problem with Lashon Hara, beyond the fact that it's Lashon Hara, the bad language, is that if it's l'toelis, it's mutter. Larger, broader hashalachic conversation than for right now. But l'toelis, it's mutter, which means it's only a problem when it's not l'toelis. It's the negativity to it that makes it so bad. Ultimately, HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to synthesize emes and truth and honesty with positivity, optimism, dream, the desire to improve, the desire to make things better. And that midah, the midah of looking at the half full part of the glass, the optimistic perspective, is so important. It's how we look at everything. Someone talked me over Purim time to the window and said, Rebbe, look at the window, there's no Beis HaMikdash. He was baiting me. He wanted me to say, Gevalt, there's no Beis HaMikdash. And I said, I want you to know, many people, correctly so, point out there's no Beis HaMikdash. But there are many people who are missing out the fact that Klal Yisrael's returned home. We're in the old city. We're in Yerushalayim. For thousands of years, for 2,000 years, we hungered, yearned for this day. And the fact that we're not fully there does not mean that as far as we've come is worthless. The value of optimism, the value of looking at things with a positive light. There's a story told in the Baba Barevi that after the Holocaust was over and the camps were liberated, he was crying. He said it's the saddest day of his life. And they said to him, are you serious? You just lived through the Holocaust. What could be worse? And he said he genuinely dreamt every day, every night. And every morning when he woke up, he was expecting Mashiach to come liberate the camps. One can imagine in the camps how easy it was to be negative, to be pessimistic, to think of no light at the end of the tunnel. But you see from the story of the Baba Varevi, you see from the halachas of Lashon Hara, and from the overall hashkafas HaTorah, we have a responsibility to dream positively, to look forward to a better future, to the light at the end of the tunnel. Keep smiling, to look for the good. Not to chas v'shalom, falsely pretend things are better than they are. That's midvar sheker tircha. But to realize there's pros and there's cons to the world and to focus on the pros. It's not usher to think something negative about somebody. Lashon Hara is only when you share it. The goal is to be aware of the truth. Not blind yourself to negativity. Just spend more of your energy and your efforts focusing on positivity. That's what an optimist is. That's why Lashon Hara is usher. And that's what we're supposed to develop and cultivate emotionally, religiously in ourselves as we progress forward in the voice of Hashem. Have a good chance.